Welcome back to AFT Dice Season 10. It is round 11, and we've got match of the round, Hawks versus Essendon at Marvel Stadium. We've got Eagles with the biggest winning streak. Let's get stuck into it. It's Port Adelaide versus St Kilda, first game of the round. Let's go to the first quarter of this game. And we've got St Kilda 12th, Port Adelaide 14th. And the quarter's nearly completed, and it has completed. And we've got Port Adelaide kicking 6 goals 4 to St Kilda 4-6. Let's get the second quarter underway. And the second quarter has completed, and we've got St Kilda. They've kicked 2 goals 4 to Port Adelaide 1-3. And at halftime, we've got Port Adelaide. They've in front by 3 points, 49-46. Let's get stuck into the second half of this game. As I said, Port Adelaide at 14th, St Kilda 12th. And we've got Port Adelaide. They kicked 6 goals 2 to St Kilda 1-6. And we've got St Kilda down by 29 points, 58-87. Let's go to the last quarter of this match. Looks like Port Adelaide is going to win this game. And the final siren's gone. Port Adelaide have won by 36 points. Port Adelaide final score 18-10, 118 to St Kilda, 10-22, 82. All right, let's get stuck into the second game. GWS Giants versus Western Bulldogs at Giants Stadium. And we've got the first quarter completed, and GWS Giants have kicked 6 goals 6 to the Western Bulldogs, 6-1, 37. So it's 5 points the difference to the Giants. They are on the bottom of the ladder. Western Bulldogs are 6. Could we be seeing an upset in this game? Second quarter has completed, and the Bulldogs have kicked 3 goals 4 to the Giants, 1-1. And at halftime, the Bulldogs are in front by 10 points, 59-49. Third quarter has started. Third quarter has completed, and the Bulldogs have kicked 6 goals 6 to the Giants, 3-5. And the Western Bulldogs are in front by 29 points. Last quarter underway, and the final siren's gone, and the Bulldogs have kicked 6 goals 1 in that last quarter to the Giants, 3 goals 3. And it was a good quarter, first quarter by GWS Giants. They were 5 points up, but the Western Bulldogs, they have gone on to win by 45 points. Final score, GWS Giants 13-15-93 to Western Bulldogs 21-12, 138. So the Bulldogs are on top at the moment. Third game, match of the round, Hawthorn versus Essendon. First quarter has completed, and we've got Essendon up by 5 points, 29-24. Second quarter has started, and the siren has gone for halftime, and Essendon have kicked 5 goals 4 to Hawthorn, 3 goals 6. So we've got Hawthorn in 10th, Essendon in 2nd. Essendon win this game, then they'll be on top. Hawthorn in the third quarter have kicked 4 goals 6 to Essendon, 3-5, and Essendon are 8 points up, 86-78. Last quarter underway. And the final siren has gone, and Essendon have won by 13 points. They kick 5 goals, 4 to Hawthorn, 4-5. And Essendon are on top of the ladder. Fourth game underway. Melbourne versus Richmond at the MCG. Melbourne in 5th spot. Richmond in 16th. First quarter has completed, and Richmond have kicked 2 goals, 6 to Melbourne, 1-2 in that first quarter. 10 points the difference Richmond's way. And Melbourne in that second quarter have kicked 5 goals, 1 to Richmond, 1 goal, 6. And Melbourne are in front by 9 points at halftime, 39 to 30. Third quarter. It's underway. And the third quarter siren has gone. And Richmond have kicked 3 goals, 5 to Melbourne, 2-4. And at three-quarter time, Melbourne are in front by 2 points, 55 to 53. Last quarter is underway. Who's going to win this match? And the siren has gone, and Richmond have scraped in by 3 points. What an upset against Melbourne. They kicked 5 goals, 5 to Melbourne, 4-6 in that last quarter. Melbourne final score 12-13, 85 to Richmond, 11-22, 88. Wow. Richmond, they've got their 4th win of the season. Melbourne, they've got another loss. They could be nearly out of the 8 after this round's completed. Next West Coast Eagles versus North Melbourne at Optus Stadium. West Coast, they are 3rd on the ladder. They're after a win. North Melbourne 3rd last. And the West Coast, they've kicked 6 goals, 2 to North Melbourne, 4-2. That's 12 points the difference to West Coast. 38 to 26, second quarter. Siren has gone for halftime, and North Melbourne have kicked 6 goals, 5 to West Coast, 2 goals, 2. And North Melbourne are in front by 15 points. Third quarter underway. Siren's gone for the third quarter. West Coast have kicked 4 goals, 5 to North Melbourne, 2 goals, 6. And it is 4 points of difference. Three-quarter time. Final siren has gone, and North Melbourne have won by 19 points. They've gone over and beaten West Coast. West Coast, they kicked 13-10, 88 to North Melbourne, 15-17, 107. Well, that adds a bit of spice to the top 8. North Melbourne, they have got 5 wins for the season. Next game, Gold Coast versus Carlton. So Gold Coast sitting 5th, Carlton are sitting 15th. First quarter underway. First quarter's completed, and the Gold Coast have kicked 6 goals, 2 to Carlton, 1-1-7. So Gold Coast are up by 31 points. Can Carlton come back, or will it be Gold Coast? And the Gold Coast have kicked 6 goals, 2 to Carlton, 6-5. So Carlton have won the quarter by 3 points, but they are 28 points down. 76 to 48. Third quarter siren has gone, and Carlton, they've kicked 4 goals, 2 in that third quarter to Gold Coast, 1-2. And it is 10 points the difference at three-quarter time. Final quarter is underway. And the final siren has gone, and Gold Coast Suns have won by 24 points. Gold Coast final scores 19-9, 123 to Carlton, 15-9, 99. Okay. So we've got Collingwood versus Fremantle next game at the MCG. And Collingwood, they've kicked 4 goals, 6-30 to Fremantle 2-4-16 in that first quarter. So Collingwood are in front by 14 points, 30-16. Second quarter underway. Siren has gone for the halftime, and Collingwood have kicked 5 goals, 4 to Fremantle 2-5. And it is 31 points of difference to Collingwood at the MCG. Let's go into the second half of this game. And three-quarter time has come, and Fremantle have kicked 4 goals, 2 to Collingwood 3-3. And Collingwood are 26 points up, 85-59. Last quarter underway. Final siren has gone. Collingwood have won by 29 points. And they've kicked 4 goals, 3 to Fremantle 3-6. Second last game of the round, Geelong versus Adelaide Crows at GMHBA Stadium. First quarter underway. And first quarter's completed. Geelong have kicked 4 goals, 3 to Adelaide 3-6 in this game. Next, last game of the round is Sydney versus Brisbane at the SCG. Second quarter has completed. Geelong have kicked 4 goals, 2 to Adelaide 1-5. And at half time, Adelaide are down by 18 points. Third quarter underway in this game. And the third quarter's completed, and Geelong have kicked 6 goals, 4 to Adelaide 1-6. And Geelong are running away with it. Last quarter underway. Final siren's gone, and Geelong's won by 40 points. They kicked 18-11, 119 to Adelaide 10-19, 79. So that puts Geelong second on the ladder. Last game of the round is Sydney versus Brisbane. And first quarter was very high scoring, 12 goals for the quarter. Sydney kicked 6 goals, 4 to Brisbane 6-3. Second quarter underway in this match. Siren's gone for halftime, and Brisbane have kicked 4 goals, 1 to Sydney's 2-6 in that second quarter, and it is 6 points the difference to Brisbane, 64-58. Third quarter. And very, very close in that third quarter. Sydney kicked 5-4 to Brisbane 5-6. And it is 8 points the difference to Brisbane, 100-92. Last quarter underway in this match. Who's going to win? And the final siren has gone. Brisbane have won by 14 points. So they have got a perfect record away. 5 wins, no losses. Brisbane kicked 2 goals, 1 to Sydney, 1-1 in that last quarter. And it is 14 points to Brisbane. Final scores, Sydney 14-15, 99 to Brisbane 17-11, 113. Well, that puts, we've got Essendon and the Bulldogs. They've got the biggest winning streak at the moment with West Coast. They lost against North Melbourne. So the number 1 offense team is Geelong. Number 1 defense team is Melbourne. And the match of the round for round 12 is Geelong versus the Lions. So it is 2nd versus 5th. So we'll see you next time for round 12, Saturday, the 6th of September, 2025.